Hi, I'm Laura, and this is a part of a series of videos that will help you put on a Shakespearean play. It's part of my Girl Scout Gold Award project called Spreading Shakespeare. See the description below for a link to the introductory video. So, the first step to really performing a show is gathering the actors and actresses. And from here on, forgive me if I use actors instead of actors and actresses just for length's sake. Don't get all feminist on me. Trust me, I know, I'm a Girl Scout. So, if you're going to be performing with Girl Scouts or friends, just keep everything casual. Don't have auditions. That way it takes the pressure off your friends and off your friendships. There's no tension there, so you don't feel awkward when you don't give your best friend the lead role. If you want to make wider connections, though, like in the community, in your high school, then auditions might be a good idea, so you can get a sense of the ability of the people you've never seen act before. In a casual setting with Girl Scouts or friends, you can give character descriptions out that describe the character, what they do, what special skills they need to do, and let the people put their top 3 choices down on a sheet of paper and give it to you. That way, you can look around at the choices and say, oh, this person is the only one that wants this role. There we go, no fuss, easy, give them that role. And then you see multiple other people want this role, and then the best way to solve that problem is flip a coin. You don't have to hurt anyone's feelings, it's all up to chance. Just flip a coin and then go down the list for the people who didn't get it, find their second or third choice, and keep working it down. If you do want to have an audition setting, you can make it as formal or informal as you wish. You can have the actors bring resumes, which are lists of all the shows they've done, all the experiences they've had, all the classes they've taken, etc. They can also bring in headshots, which are pictures of their faces so you can remember who they are. And you can also have them bring prepared monologues. Especially with Shakespearean language, it's good to have them practice it beforehand rather than providing monologues for them to audition with the day of. It's a little bit more difficult that way because they don't actually know what that monologue's talking about. So in an audition, there are several things to look for. The biggest thing is confidence. A confident actor uses their whole body. They have good projection, which means they're nice and loud. They have good diction, which means you can understand what they're saying rather than gobbledygook. And they use their space well, and they don't show signs of nervousness. Like, they're not turning their back to the audience at all. They're not mumbling to themselves. They're not looking down and shuffling around. They're showing that they're confident with what they're doing, even if they screw up. Confidence is half of a great actor, and the other half is talent and interpretation. So don't put too much emphasis on their pure talent because you can work with that. As long as they're confident, you have somewhere to start with. In a casual situation with Girl Scouts or friends, it's okay if no one really gets the Shakespearean language because you're going to learn together. And with auditions, though, you're going to expect a little bit more experience. So you'd expect them to have basic understanding of what's going on, even if they don't get everything. When you're casting for people who have auditioned, you should decide alone or with other people that are going to help you direct the show. So you shouldn't let everyone in on that process when you have auditions because that just gets people really awkward. You might hurt people's feelings because you say, oh, well, this person wasn't as confident or talented as this person, so I'm going to give the talented, confident person the role. So that makes the other person feel bad. So you do that alone and keep the decisions to yourself. And if anyone asks you afterward, why didn't I get the part? Say, I think you'll see when we move on that this person is the best for the role, and you are very good too, but this person was good for this role, and you're good for that one, so just let things be. Other things to keep in mind. Confident, loud, talented actors should most likely get roles with the most line and stage time. You can teach the quiet and inexperienced kids to improve, but not to the extent that an experienced actor already has. Also, it's more fair to give an experienced actor a bigger role than someone who's never acted before. And girls can play boys and vice versa. In Shakespeare's times, they only had male actors because it wasn't legal for girls to act on stage until about 1660. But with all the girls that are involved in theater now, there are fewer guys just by numbers, at least at our high school. So it's okay if girls dress up in what they call pants roles and pretend to be a guy. With our show, it got a little complicated because we had a girl dress up as a guy who dressed up as a girl, and it was very complicated. So with disguises like that, it might be worthwhile to put the actual gender in the right role. But for other things, it's okay. Girls can dress up as guys. If you have more guys for some reason, the guys can dress up as girls, and that's fine. And you also should check the character descriptions from the text. For example, in Midsummer Night's Dream, Hermia comments that all the boys love Helena because she is taller than Hermia. So you don't want to have her comment, "Oh, they all love you because you're taller than me," and then it's really awkward because she's actually shorter. So make sure you've read the script through and you see all these details so you can make the characters work with that. So thank you, and I hope you find these videos useful.